Well, again, just welcome to the call and this webinar. So what we're looking at today on our screen is the back office for our focal point marketing system. And we will be having other training seminars on this because it is quite an extensive system. Today will just be a brief overview. I only plan to go about maybe 20 minutes, and then I'll open it up for some questions if there are any. But this is quite an exciting system because it's been built to be tailored to your needs. If you would like to market to someone and only talk about product, we have a way to do that. And if you want to talk about just product, you can do that. You can talk about just the opportunity. You can talk about both. We have 3 different ways you can market with this system. And that will be in another webinar. We can look at the landing pages, but this is to show you how you can utilize the system and the training tools that are built into the system. And what we have here that we're looking at is actually one of our demo sites. There's not any information being filtered through this account. As you can see here, we have Professional Networkers logo. Across the top here we have the home button, the account management, and then we'll get down into here. So this is just Welcome to Professional Networkers Contact Management and Marketing System homepage, where you will find the various tools and areas to manage your prospects as well as your downline team. The first thing we're going to look at today is the My Contacts button. When you click on My Contacts, you'll be taken to this page. And what you see here down the left side are many different categories of lead folders. I'll just click on Sample Contact here. If you have a lead, you can put the information in and it will show you the person's name, any other contact information that you put in here, their email address, their email status. What is email status? If it's a good email address, it won't be marked, but if there's a bounce status, unsubscribe, invalid, the system will record if you send an email out to somebody and they unsubscribe. Right here it will say unsubscribe. And that's great because they will never be able to get an email from you again, which is a good feature for you. And there's the other information here. We'll have to explore these folders in another webinar, but there are excellent purposes for each one of these. One of these folders here that says Combo Lead Capture. This is where the information goes of people who respond on your lead capture page. I did this for an example. Jane Doe and her email address, the date that she replied, and what the last action taken. If you click on that, it'll show you exactly what she's done. She has viewed the Products for Your Life video on the lead capture page. If she did more than that, then there would be other things listed there. So that there is just different folders where you have different leads. Down here, affiliates. This is where you can put in your actual For Life downline team members so you can stay in contact with them through your Focal Point website. And then you can also put in warm market. In a tutorial that we are currently working on, we'll explain why there are different categories and how those are used within the system. And it would be too much to get into today, but since we're just doing an overview. In your contact management page, you can easily add a contact by clicking on this button, filling in the information for your contact, and then you select the category. These are all those different folders. So you can tell the system where to put your lead, which folder to put it into, and then you just save. On each page, you will also notice that there's a watch video tutorial. There are video tutorials to help you understand. So if you get into an area of the system that you're not quite sure what it does, you can click on the watch video tutorial and get some more information. Okay, let's go back to the home page. I should explain this home page a little more. This area right here where it says See My Contacts Recent Activities will tell you what is taking place with the people you're interacting with, whether it be a prospect or someone in your downline. As an example, right before this call started, I filled out the lead capture for this demo site, and you'll see here where it shows that at 12:13 Jane Doe submitted a web form, and then she viewed the video on one of the pages. She didn't watch it for very long, so if I would have watched the video all the way through, it would tell the percentage of what it was. And if this were one of my downline team members, it would show the date and the time and their name, and let's say I sent them an email and they opened it up, it would tell me that they opened up the email that they received from me. So that's a really good feature, so you can see what kind of activity is taking place with the work that you're doing here. Okay, so we looked at the My Contacts button. The next button here is called Generate Prospects, and this page has a lot of different uses. Within Focal Point, they do sell leads, and you can click on this to learn more about purchasing leads. They also have a monthly lead subscription, and you would follow this link. They have website rotator co-op, so if you and some of your downline wanted to go into do like a co-op together, you can learn more here. You can also, from this page, add a contact. This takes you to that same page that we just looked at. And then this one is neat because if you have 3 or 4 people, say you have 3 or 4 responses from an ad that you placed out there or friends that you want to get information, if you click on Add Multiple Contacts, there's 6 forms on one page, so you don't have to keep going to back to that one page. You can put them all in here at one time to add them. And then there's a place here where you can import contacts. And you can import from here. You would have to choose what folder you want them to go into, and then you would choose your file here. And you can also import from your address book on your computer. The other great feature on this Generate Prospects page is all the different individual website links. If you want to share with a friend just a page from your lead capture site, you can send them directly to that. If you want them to go to directly to your lead capture page where they would have to sign in with, or fill in their information, I should say, you can just copy and paste this link into an email and send them directly to whatever part of the site that you want. And that's really handy because sometimes you might not want to, if it's your best friend, they don't need to give you their name and an email address. You might want to just send them directly to a page where they can start looking around, and you can do that with these links down here on the homepage URL. Okay, so that's generate prospects. Sales tools. This teaches you how to do email out from your back office. If you have the premium version, the live chat feature, video manager, there's a manage my site, which is your website, not your back office, but your landing page. You can get reports here for traffic going to your site, for your co-ops. If you do a co-op, you can manage your autoresponder back here. You can set up custom web forms and your follow-up emails. You can look at phone scripts, and these are very generic, but they're good for a person who's just wanting to call. You want to call your prospect and just say something to them. This is great. And then each one of these that you click on, you'll be able to get more information. And I know I'm going over this kind of quickly because I just want to do an overview, but I want to show you what's available in each one of these areas. And in the training, I'm just going to say this is a little deceptive because this is not all of the training that's available on this site. There's another area where there's training, but this tab here, these will give you some overviews of some of the information that you can find and how to use the site. There's a guide to driving traffic to your website, getting the most out of your system, and this is very valuable information. But this is actually not the only place where training information is available. But these are, like I said, very useful. I'm going to go back to the home page. And I'm going to come down here and go down the left side. In the premium package for Focal Point, you have available to you a personal toll-free number to use on advertising, and that's what this iTelecenter has to do with. This site does not have the phone number set up, but when you have it available, all you do is come to this page, pick one of these numbers that are available, click yes, I want this number, and it'll guide you through setting up your personal toll-free number. And that is extremely handy to have that number because you can use it on advertisements. You can give it out to your prospects if you want them to have a place to call into to leave their contact information. It's very useful. And then you don't have to give out your personal number on ads and whatnot. Continuing down the left side, it has a user settings, and we're going to go into that here in just a minute. I'm going to come back to it. There's a calendar, and I'll open that. You can schedule yourself different things in your calendar here and get reminders sent to your email or texted to your phone, and that's very handy. And then continuing down the left, if there were any announcements from the Focal Point administrators, you can click on here and they would show announcements, but there are no announcements at this time. Links to help and training, and then give feedback about the system. And this would go to the Focal Point. Links to help and training. Remember I said just a minute ago that up here, training, that's some, This is more. There's the quick start guide. And this is a PDF document that will walk you through how to set up your account, what the different features are, like we're going through right now in the back office, how to set up different types of notifications for yourself, email and texting, just a wealth of information in this document right here. How to add existing contacts, how do you navigate the back office. It's really great. I'm going to just close that out. And then this I love, video overviews. You can access it from that other training link also, but I wanted to show you that it's here as well. All of these topics have video tutorials associated with them. So if I wanted to click on how do I get started? They have this information on how you can get started. Oh goodness. And all these, there's an ad tracker, automated webinars, calendar like we were just speaking about. Here's one video for calendar. And so you get the idea. There are videos that will show you how to use each feature. And this is just, like I said, a wealth of information to get you answers and information you need on using your focal point back office. And now I'm going to go up here to, that I skipped, go to my user settings. Underneath the user settings, there are different categories, and this is where you would set up your email address, and you would, there's this feature called Team Leader Setup, and we'll get into that in another webinar, and there's Join a Team. So with Team Diamonds are for life. If Maureen has her team name out there, you can join that as a team. This particular system isn't connected to Team Diamonds since it is our demo site. Then there are personal system notifications. You can tell it to notify you by email and what email address you want your notifications going to. And then you can also come down here and notification by text to your cell phone. So if you want to know when a prospect filled out a web form, each time they do, you can check this, put your cell phone number in there, and every time you get a new prospect filling out the web form, you'll receive an email notification. I'm sorry, a text notification. Or if someone opened their autoresponder, any of these things. And this is really good because that way you can stay on top of your prospects and what's going on with your back office. There's also the Manage My Site here, and this is an area where you can pick which landing page that you wish to use, and the name of your website, etc. So there's different tabs along here. So first, and this is something that you would also do whenever you're setting up your site for the first time, you put in your site name. This one shows you the lead capture pages, so you decide which lead capture. This particular one uses Revive Now. But if they wanted to change to Transfer Factor Plus, they could just click the little radio button and it would switch it to a different landing page. In the managed site, you can also upload a personal photo that would show on your landing page in the Contact Me information, or the page that shows information about yourself. You can manage your site content here in the About Me page. There's a default paragraph, but if you want to update that with something more personal, you can do that here. And then advertising ad codes, something that we should probably do another webinar to show how you can use ad codes in your advertising so you'll know exactly where your lead is coming from if you have multiple advertisements out for your site. Then go back to user settings, and then there's a feature that Focal Point has called iCallBlazer, and that's used a lot for people who are doing more telephone marketing. And then you can update your time zone here. So if I move across country or I move to my favorite city, I would have to update my time zone from Central Time. And I know that's a very brief overview, but that's really what I wanted to show today, and we can get into more details on another webinar. But what I want to do is I want to open this up to see if there are any questions. And I want to see if there are any questions or if there's anything that we can look at in more detail this time.
Hey, is this Amy?
It is.
Yeah, Jerry Pinkston.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi. I wanted to ask you, is this the website that Lauren was telling me about that you subscribe to?
Yes, it is.
And what are the rates on it?
Okay, the rates on this site, there's two different packages. One is $16.95 per month. The other is a premium package, which is $26.95 a month. There are a few differences in the features, of course. And with the premium site, you also receive the toll-free number. With that. And they have yearly packages too that give a little bit of a discount. I'd be happy to get that information emailed to you so you can check into it further.
Right. Yes, I would appreciate that.
Okay.
Do you have my email address?
Yes, we do.
Okay, great. And
certainly do.
So let me ask you this: what would be a typical web address, like a URL name?
Okay, so good question. I'm going to go back here to the user settings and show you a couple of things. There are 3 different landing pages. So it's a site separate from this back office area.
Okay.
And they each have different names. And I'll show you this. Actually, they don't each have different names. That's a mistake on right here. Are you watching online?
Yes.
Okay. Right here, the website name for the landing pages for all of them is enjoysuccessforlife.com/ and then you can choose what you want it to say here. So like
Right.
professional networkers is /professional networkers.
Right.
If you'd like to have a completely different website that's something unique to you, it can be redirected.
Okay.
So, and the reason why there's only one name for all three sites is because
Right.
once you do this, then you choose on this page, there's a site that is referred to as Revive Now. It's a site that shows the product and the opportunity together. Then there's the Transfer Factor Plus site, which basically talks about just product.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is the site that's called Your Success Company. So each of these pages are all one, but you just choose which one you want your prospects to see.
Sure. That's great. Okay.
And then from there you just would give out your name, the URL that you chose with your extension. Like this one is Rockstars, which is funny. Oh, I got off and I went back instead of over. Okay. As it pulls back up. And so if this was your site, you would give someone, you could give enjoysuccessforlife.com/rockstars, and it would go to the site that you chose.
Mm-hmm.
And on each site, and on this particular one, the Revive Now, it has a lead capture form. So a person that wants to look around more provides their name and email address, and then there's an option of giving their phone number if they want a phone number, and then they're allowed into the rest of the site.
Right.
And on each page of the site, it has a link that would go directly to your personal 4Life website. So if they wanted to sign up with 4Life, they have the option to do that directly from the landing page site.
Does the toll-free number come with a voicemail box?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And so you're able, you're able to check that. How are you able? How can you access your voicemail box from the toll-free number? I mean, is it you just do it online, or how do you?
I believe you do it online.
Okay.
This site it has the number available, but it's not set up, so I'm not able to go in there to show that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can get you more details on that as well.
Sure. Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Did you have any other questions?
No, I'm fine. Lauren was telling me about this, so the $26.95. I mean, what would you do? I'd contact the PN office, and I'd just give them a debit card, and they'd debit it every month for that.
Actually, I can email you information on how you can sign up, because you'll sign up online. Okay. The charges will go directly through the site that we partner with, which is Focal Point, and okay. they take care of the charges each month. And we can also help walk you through the setup, because there's like 4 different steps to the setup. Okay. The person would like assistance, we can certainly do that. Help you with that.
Right. Well, you just email me everything, and then maybe we can see about doing it next week sometime. That's okay.
That sounds great. I'm happy to do that.
Sure, great.
Okay. Well, if you have any other questions, just let us know. A couple people have already dropped off the call, but I appreciate you joining us today and giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, it was kind of a sparse crowd that I saw. But yeah. That's okay. But you will be having more webinars on this content, right?
Yes, absolutely. Because, like I said, there's so much to know on, or so many features actually on this Focal Point site that we're in the process of creating some tutorials, and we'll have those available for everyone. And we also want to do webinars to answer questions and go over some details, because one of the features in this site that I love is that you can take a list of prospects or a purchase list of names and emails and upload them to a particular area in the back office, attach an autoresponder campaign to it, and let it work its magic and see what kind of responses you get out of it. So,
yeah,
it's really neat.
Great. Now, do you have to purchase those leads?
Yes. The Focal Point has leads for sale, or if you obtain leads lists elsewhere, as long as they're in the correct format, they can be uploaded.
Okay.
They have to be in a CSV, which is a comma separated value format, to upload to the system.
Okay, great. Good deal.
Okay. All right. Well, I will get that email sent out to you that so you can check out all the information, and we'll be in touch. Any questions you have, or when you're ready to get started, you can just let us know.
All right. It sounds really good. I look forward to talking to you next week.
All right.